Legacy is the most important aspect of your business, but it's the least thought about by most business owners. So why is legacy so important? In this video, I'll show you the value of becoming intentional about your business legacy. My name is Jeff Schuster with Mechanics and Mindset Business Coaching. I cover a variety of topics that benefit small business owners and entrepreneurs. And if this is you, I'd appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel below. Now, there are 8 critical mechanical components of business, and there are 7 levels of core energy. I'm creating a series of videos called Business Mechanics and Mindset. You can read about these topics in much more detail on my book entitled Business Mechanics and Mindset: How Your Thoughts Create or Sabotage Your Business Success. Now, today's video is the 7th of this series entitled Core Energy Legacy. But before I go too far, I've created another video that you may want to watch before you watch this one, and it's entitled, What is Core Energy? It explains the 7 levels of core energy in detail that will be mentioned in this entire video series. And I've left links to my book and the What is Core Energy video in the description below. Now, business is temporal. What do I mean by temporal? So temporal means that it's here for a moment and then it's going to fade away. Now, you may grow your business and sell it. You may leave it to your family or your employees. You may support the livelihoods of your family and your employees while your business is running. You may leave your customers better off with products and services, and you may revolutionize your industry. In any case, there will be some legacy that you leave behind with your business. Now, most business owners fail to see their legacy because they're ultra focused on surviving or making payroll or trying to gain new customers in the present. Now, in my business coaching practice, I've discovered that there are 4 key considerations around business legacy. The first is the legacy mindset. The second is selling your business. And the third is death and disability. And the fourth is your personal involvement. So let's start with the first of these, legacy mindset. Legacy mindset can best be characterized by thinking about the distant future of your business or the culture that you want to construct in your business. So let's consider how core energy plays a role in how you think about your legacy as a business owner. Let's start with level 1, victim, with the core thought of I lose. At victim thinking, you'll be constantly thinking about exiting your business. So if your business is doing poorly, you'll strongly be considering filing for bankruptcy and calling it quits. And if your business has done really well in the past, you'll consider closing the doors and just keeping whatever you've accumulated in your business bank account. At level 2, conflict, you rarely think about legacy. You're focused on the daily effort to either survive or beat your competition. At level 3, acceptance, you're apathetic about the long-term impact of your business. If you die, you die. I mean, let others worry about the consequences. And if a buyer offers you a lot of money for your business, great. If not, no big deal. Level 4, compassion. At this level, you're concerned about how your employees and customers will get along if you were to exit your business in some way. At level 5, opportunity, you will be actively planning to create win-win exit scenarios for yourself and your employees. Now let's move on up to selling your business. So it's inevitable that you will exit your business. Planning for this exit means that the legacy of wealth and purpose of your company will survive. Most small business owners understand that their most viable exit strategy is to sell their company. Now, when thinking about selling their company at level 1, victim, I lose, your plan is just to quit. You can't see what value your company will have to any potential buyer. At level 2, conflict, while exiting your business is not top of mind, if you were to sell your company, it will seem like a competitive game to you. You're trying to cash out for the best win for yourself, and you'll hide flaws from a potential buyer. And this often ends up poorly when the buyer discovers your dishonesty and the deal falls through. Now, in some ways, conflict mindset business owners do differentiate themselves from their competition. And this differentiation is a benefit when eventually selling the company if it's legitimate and not contrived. At level 3 acceptance, selling a company is more of a reaction. Now, if someone makes an offer to buy your company, you'll compare their offer to your expected profitability and you'll either reject or accept the offer. Very little thought will be given to the survivability of your employees, your customers, or your business purpose. Now, acceptance mindset business owners will rarely seek out buyers. The buyers will need to come to them with an offer. Now, at level 4 compassion, you'll think primarily what a sale of your business will do for your customers and your employees. Now, in many cases, compassionate mindset business owners want to sell their company to their employees, and they think that it's going to be of value to them. While this is a compassionate intention, it's not always true that your employees view business ownership as a good thing. The considerations often present for a compassionate mindset business owner for their employees are improved benefit programs and then improved products and services for their customers. They're also considering better wages for their employees and better prices for their customers. Now, at level 5, the truly great thing about selling your company to the right buyer is the synergies that develop out of the acquisition of your company by the buyer. This opportunity often results when your company has some niche that the buying company can dramatically expand through its financial resources, its distribution networks, or other resources that could take you decades to duplicate on your own. And now let's move on up to the gory subject of death and disability. We don't want to think about dying, but it's the one exit that will derail any plans for legacy that you may have had in your exit plan. So rather than describing what this looks like at each energy level, I think it may be more helpful to describe how you handle the sudden exit of your business by death or disability. Now, in case you're wondering, level 1, level 2, or level 3 will completely ignore death and disability exits. If they die, it's someone else's worry, right? At level 4, thoughts will turn to employees, family, and customers being taken care of if you were to die. Now, at level 5, you're looking at your death as an opportunity. And the way that you take the best advantage of this opportunity is through a buy-sell agreement. Now, here's the way a buy-sell agreement works. If you die, your family is paid a large amount of cash through a life insurance policy. And at that same time, business ownership transfers to an employee, a group of employees, or a business partner. Now, this agreement is a win-win. Your family doesn't need to worry about selling your business, and your business will continue to function without you, and your family is taken care of financially. Now, as simple and as beneficial as a buy-sell agreement is, it's often overlooked by business owners who never make it to level 5 in their thinking about death and disability. So now let's move on up to personal involvement. Now, the most common topic in coaching small business owners is working on your business instead of in your business. Now, if you're like me, you started your business as a solopreneur. You do everything. And at some point, you get help, but you still inject yourself in all facets of your business. Now, this personal involvement in your business will dramatically limit your growth, and it will ensure that you never have a legacy business. So let's see how core energy levels play a role in this personal involvement that you take in your business. Let's start with level 1 victim. So you see outside forces as negatively impacting you. Now, this includes your employees, your customers, and the industry pressures that you have. And because of this view, you are in defense mode trying to protect yourself from all of these threats. So your personal involvement is low. So it's the least of your problems. Now let's move on up to level 2 conflict. Now you see yourself as better than your employees and your customers. You'll take on as much involvement as possible. Now, a common statement from a conflict mindset business owner is if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. Now, let's talk about level 3 acceptance. You will start to delegate work to those that you feel can handle the work, but you will withhold decision-making ability to those who can't handle difficult tasks. You believe this is just the way it is. Now let's move on up to level 4, compassion. You're constantly investing in your people to develop them for greater responsibility. Now, as they gain the knowledge and the ability to do these difficult tasks, you fully delegate those tasks to them. Now, while this characteristic is quite helpful in reducing your personal involvement, there is a downside to this energy level as well. When you see an employee who is struggling and will never grow to a level of full responsibility, you will often cover for this employee, almost to the extent that you're becoming even more personally involved than if you just replace this employee with a more capable individual. Now let's move on up to level 5, opportunity. You fully understand that for your company to grow into a legacy company, you must extract yourself from critical tasks. So you take the compassion mindset one step further, and you make the hard decisions of promoting the right people, training those who show promise of growth, and then replacing those who are best suited to work for someone else. Now, this process does not happen overnight. However, an opportunist is always pursuing working themselves out of a job. So I've just described how core energy intersects with your business legacy. And to get your legacy act together, I recommend blocking off at least 4 hours each quarter to visit these 4 business legacy considerations. I also recommend that you include stakeholders in this legacy thought process at least once a year. And this may include key employees, key customers, and your family. This thinking is often the lowest priority of a business owner, and yet it's the most impactful when it comes to daily thoughts and actions. So I hope that you've learned a few things about picking a business legacy mindset that will create your legacy business. Once again, my name is Jeff Schuster with Mechanics and Mindset Business Coaching. And if you'd like to learn more about how I coach my business owner clients, please visit my website at www.mmbizcoach.com. And I'd really appreciate it if you'd like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel below. Until we meet again, I pray that God blesses you and your business.